What's up, everybody? We're a little early tonight, or maybe right on time, I don't know. But welcome. We are about to start another robot challenge. We still have a bunch of bridge players locked in Chicago in heated bridge battle. And in fact, David was just mentioning in the chat, our friend Gavin is playing in the last set of the USA 2 final. What happens every year, or every 2 years really, is teams face off to see who will represent the U.S. in the Bermuda Bowl, which is the World Championships. And the U.S. qualifies two teams. Sometimes they do it, one year, one the next. So this time they do it together. So our friends Gavin and our other friends Kevin, the people you've actually seen playing against us in challenges throughout this program, are all on one team, and they went to the finals of USA 1 and lost a close battle with the Nickel team, who is the team that qualified for the World Championships first for USA 1. And now they're battling it out with another good team. And one last set, they're down 10 IMPs, so anything could really happen in 15 boards. So we're just rooting really hard for Team Spectre. Hope they get it done. But yeah, they must be super tired after all that bridge. And we're going to get some bridge in tonight, as usual. We have done pretty well with the robots, and yeah, I see the other David here is with robot revenge on tap. So here, I think we win last week. We won a couple of these against the robots previously, and I've now morphed this. Anam will be back with us next week, but I've morphed this into kind of a daily challenge. So each morning on YouTube, 7 a.m., you can see the two boards that I've played in part of a 10-board challenge that I'm going to start doing every week. So hope you guys have seen that, and if you haven't, enjoy it. But we're going to start this one off. Another robot challenge, just playing imps, and we see that our partner opens one diamond. We're going to respond one heart here with the knowledge that we know we're going to game, right? This is the moment that you should realize you can't pass below game, and you have to make sure that partner doesn't pass below game either. So we'll see what happens. Great. Make your bid now, guys. Your partner opened a diamond. You responded a heart, and they bid one spade. I want you to make your bid. And you can just type that right into the chat, folks, if you want. Tell me what you want to do with this hand. And I have to tell you, if I fall asleep during this, I apologize. I'm trying to get some coffee into me. I've just been so tired all day for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe too much sun. What do we bid with this hand, folks? Don't be shy. All right. Two good bids in there already. One's better than the other. This is an interesting spot where we have a hand that knows it as game, and honestly, in a best hand tournament, maybe four spades will get us the best contract most of the time. But we should want to communicate extra values, and we should have some desire to play higher than game. And if we ever have that desire, we can't just bid four spades, because if we bid four spades, partner's just going to pass and assume we found the right spot. So here, this is a two-step process, and Gary from Singapore over there and Penny as well has the right idea. We're going to use fourth suit forcing first, and just remember this is a bid we're usually going to use when we have doubt about our strain or about our level, and we're using it for the second reason, guys. We have doubt about the level that we want to play at. So we're going to bid two clubs, and we're going to try to show this hand in a stronger way, right? So now partner bids two diamonds, which is two things, actually. It denies three hearts, right? The suit that we showed originally, which was our heart suit right here, okay? And it denies a stopper in the fourth suit, which is clubs. So it looks like partner has a hand that consists of, diamond and spade cards. We were not using this to find that out, right? We were using this to take the slower approach to game to show extra values in our hand. And we're going to do that by now just bidding two spades. Notice we're not even going past the 2 level, and that's because we've already game forced, right? We make our game forcing bid. We get to slow down. Now we get to show support. Partner's going to think that's 4 spades, which is good. That's exactly what we want them to know. And now what did they do here, guys? Make your deduction now in the chat. What did partner's 4 spades suggest after we take this kind of circuitous route to spade support, right? We game forced first and then we showed spade support. What is partner supposed to be saying here? What would you guess? Yeah, not even necessarily no slam it. Just yeah, it's a minimum exactly. So this is us going slowly, right? Trying to communicate a hand with extra values. This is partner going very fast, right? Which means they are at the very low end of their range, right? If they had higher values, they could actually just bid three spades, knowing we're still in a game force. Oh, they might bid a new suit, right? But here, take a look at this. It says 11 plus 12 to 14. That's exactly what we're talking about. That's that minimum there with no extra values. Here, they could have up to, in a realistic sense, when they rebid one spade, they could have up to 17. In a robot sense, they could certainly have a hand that's as close to the values that we have here. But now, when they bid four spades, they made it very, very easy for us. We are done bidding. We're just going to accept our game, and we look like we're probably going to have a comfortable lay at that. And here, let's take a look. Looks like some gaps here, but not the worst hand to be looking at. Take a moment before I play any cards. We do see there's some potential pitfalls, but this should be relatively straightforward here, we would expect. And I always do this whenever I'm playing in a tournament. I just like to check the auction. If I have a tendency to sometimes just kind of be watching TV or something to forget what's going on, and maybe I need to go back and check the auction. Here, the opponents didn't bid anything, so there's not going to be a ton of things to take from that. But at this point, if this is shortness, it might be great, but we also aren't going to really eschew a normal finesse in this situation, so we're just going to play low. And we see, okay, that won. Right, so it looks like we see where they led away from the king in this situation. What do you want to do on this hand? Do you want to ruff some diamonds, or do you want to draw trump? I'll give you those two choices. Trump some diamonds, meaning the north hand trumping diamonds in the south, or do you want to draw some trump? What do you guys want to do on this one? Or, do you want to do something totally different? You can certainly go against my two choices. You can say, that Rob guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. All right. We actually have a few. We have some that want to play diamonds. We have some that want to draw trump. Here's what we need to look at. We do not need to trump diamonds from the north hand because there is another way to get rid of those diamonds. And I'm not just going to say we're not going to ruff a diamond at some point. We may ruff a diamond later in this hand. But look at those hearts, right? The hearts is going to be our source of tricks on this hand. Once we knock the ace out, we're going to be able to pitch a bunch of diamonds, probably all of them. But if not all of them, we should be able to ruff at least one, as long as we're not getting like a disastrous spade break, okay? But we just want to recognize that this is that common situation where we have a long side suit. And what happens when we have a long, good side suit? What should we do first? Almost always, well, we should draw trump so that we can play that nice long side suit uninterrupted later for maximum trickage, okay? Here, we only have one way to finesse spades, basically. We would have a two-way finesse if we had the 10 of spades in one of these hands, but in this case, if we're going to finesse for the queen, we're going to be going this way, unless, of course, maybe we play a spade and we see the 10, but really, I'm just going to get into the business of drawing trump as efficiently as I can and hoping we get a reasonable break, and then we'll just get to the business of knocking out the ace of hearts. The one downside to this is if we take this finesse and now they return a diamond, now we're going to have to make a choice, right? We'll have to decide, hey, should we risk a finesse here while the ace of hearts is still out there or not? Here, I'm willing to go for that, and it's not going to set us in this spot, but nice play by the robots, obviously. All right, so we'll win the ace, and obviously with the trumps breaking, we're not going to have too big of a problem here. We still get to knock this out. And now we just get rid of that ace. They're being a little persistent here. I made a mistake here, actually. I've done a poor job for us, and I'm going to rectify it right now. What did I do wrong? I did something so bad because I'm so busy talking to you guys and I'm not actually playing bridge, which is usually what happens within the first two hands. But I did something terrible that I can extract myself from at this point. What did I forget to do before playing those last hearts from the north hand? Can you guys see the mistake I made? Yeah, David is on it. I'm gonna slash myself with the wet noodle later. But here, this is definitely a spot where I should have taken a club finesse before I just exited that last heart, right? I was in the north hand. Luckily, they've done a good job of giving me a little extra shebang here, so I'm just going to rough this instead in this hand. And then I'm going to take the finesse proper this way. And now we'll take the same number of tricks we were going to take. And in a bad Rob way, you know, I didn't actually take the club finesse before we got rid of those hearts. And there it was just sloppy play by me, but we were able to recover. And let me just show you if that happened a little bit fast for you. At this point, once we get in with that ace of diamonds, the spade play is fine, right? And now when it goes heart and this holds, now I should just take a club finesse when they give me this opportunity, right? Here I could have done this earlier as well, right? Instead of playing the spade to the ace there to draw that last trump, I could risk a club finesse in that spot as well, right? But here we'll move on from this. We'll be very happy that we went plus 450 on this first board and that play didn't matter. And now, holy cow, we have a 22 count. Look at this. We will open 2 clubs and we will rebid 2 no. That's always what we're going to do with this hand. And now, as you guys should remember, and if not, I'll refresh it. Once we bid 2 no, the auction just starts like we had opened 2 no, right? So if partner did want to bid stamen or transfer or anything you agree to play over 2 no trump, you would agree to play those same systems over this auction as well. As it turns out, partner just wanted to bid 3 no. We'll hope they're not totally broke over there. And let's see what we're dealing with, folks. All right. Ooh, okay. Some fun stuff on this one. Take a peek at this hand. Count your winners. Get ready for the play. And we will start playing this together in a second. And guys, don't forget, any questions, throw those into the chat. We will cover those as we go forward. So this one is kind of an interesting situation. It's a robot lead, which is something I don't love, because I would love to take to the bank the jack of clubs there, and it, you know, I would say it likely is, even though it doesn't have to be. But I just want to look at where my tricks are going to come from, and here I would see, okay, I have 2 clubs, 2 hearts, and 2 diamonds. That's 6, right? However, I have a whole bunch of ways I can take extra tricks. I have a heart finesse I might be able to take for 1 extra trick, and the one suit that's going to provide the most extra trick is spades, right? We're going to be able to get hopefully 3, but at least 2 extra tricks, we think, in this suit as well. The queen does suggest the jack, but think about this, folks. I guess it could be queen jack 9, and it would be a reasonable lead, but usually if you have queen jack without the 10 against no trump, what are you going to lead when you have length in that suit? Right, what do you lead from queen jack 4th, basically, without the 10 against no trump? Well, I mean, most of the time you would lead 4th best, right? I suppose it could be queen jack 9, but we can see the 8 in the dummy. So this is just one of those weird spots where I'd love to trust the robot. And maybe we will at some point just take a club from our own hand and lead it towards that 10, right? But we're going to win this first trick for sure because there's no reason not to. But my deduction here, or my strategy right away would just be looking at, we have 6 winners. 1 suit is clearly going to provide a whole bunch of quick winners once we get the ace out, and that's spades. And then we can make a decision as to what to do later on. And to be honest, what's going to happen quite often when we give up the ace of spades? What are the opponents going to frequently do for us, right? They're gonna have to lead, right? And they, in that wash, they might actually provide us with an extra trick as well. So first things first, let's win this ace of clubs. And now I'm honestly just going to lead a spade towards the jack. 9 of spades is interesting to see there. And now I'm just going to lead a spade back towards my hand, and oh crap. That was unfortunate. So here we see that left-hand opponent started with 5 spades, and it looks like it was ace-jack 10-9. I can't see the last trick because I've already played to the next one, but I think it's ace-jack 10-9 5th. So unfortunate. Right now, I guess you can see what their best strategy might be. They might just win this spade and fire back another spade. I suppose we could have done a couple of different things here as well, but this was our best line for extras, and we're getting a little unlucky. So we'll surrender this. Here comes the spade, obviously. There it goes. Queen of diamonds, interesting. Okay. Not that that's going to be super helpful for us, but we'll win this king of spades. Notice that here, no one bid on this hand. It was just us, right? We opened 2 clubs. We now know that West has the rest of the spades, right? They have a couple of spade tricks they can take if they get in. The question is, kind of weird that they didn't lead it, but you understand we were the 2 club opener, so they didn't want to lead away from their ace jack 10. And here we start to question, what was the club lead now? Was that a realistic lead, or was that just kind of something that was designed to maybe try to find partner? Let's count our winners first, though. We want to make sure when we create tricks, and we've definitely done that, let's just reconvene and see where we're at. So we've taken 3 right here. You can see right above me, 3 tricks. And we have 2 more diamonds for 5, a club for 6, and 2 hearts for 8. So yeah, we did get our 2 extra tricks, but we're still 1 short. What are we gonna do? And remember, West now has 2 spade winners, and I don't know. I guess they rate to have a club, right? They rate to have that jack of clubs, but they don't have to. And if they don't, it means East probably has length in clubs as well. So it's just kind of a crazy hand for us to be looking at here. And what do you guys want to play? I want to see what you want to do. I know what I'm kind of driven towards at this point. So we've lost 1 trick as well. Notice that right here. We lost 1 trick here. So can we afford to lose a couple tricks? Yeah, sure. And let's look at this in a kind of putting as many eggs in different baskets as possible. If we lead a low club and the jack is to our left, they're going to take it and they're going to cash 2 spades. But then what do? Well, if they exit a diamond, we'll just win in our hand. We'll lead a club towards that 10, and then we'll come back to our hand and we'll take 9 tricks. If it's wrong for us, let's say we lead a club and the clubs just aren't breaking, we can still kind of put our eggs in the heart finesse basket, right? So here, I kind of like this play. And remember, we're playing imps. We're just trying to make this thing. We don't care about over tricks. We don't care if we give up extra tricks. If the jack 10 of diamonds are falling double 10, I mean, it would be great, but you're hoping for a lot there. So here, we're just going to try to take 9. Let's see what happens. All right, that's good for us. Don't think this is bad, by the way. When you see that, you've created a 9th trick, and you also should know that the most they can do damage with here is that and another spade. And this is why counting is pretty awesome, by the way. Counting is a great skill to have, because you should be able to know what's left and what you can afford to do away with. And now I can just play ace of diamonds and claim because my hand is good. All right, sweet. Take that, robot. Plus 600 in your face. Interesting choice. I probably would still have led the 10 of spades from that left-hand opponent's hand. It's really not going to be it won't be. It'll be the same shakeout for them. Let's take a quick peek at what their hand looked like. It's just so hard not to lead that, right? Your partner could definitely have the king of spades, and you're just mushing the queen there. So if I were looking at this West player's hand, as I move the entire screen away, if I were looking at this West player's hand, I would definitely be just leading the 10 of spades, top of an interior sequence. How are we doing, guys? How's the speed? How's the tempo? How's the content? We doing okay? Talk to me. I'm going to move forward if I don't hear any panicking in the chat there. All right, let's dance. So this one is 18. Nice hand. Never going to shade down to bid a no trump, right? So just be clear on that one, guys. We're never going to say, hey, I kind of have a balanced 18. Maybe I should only open 1 no trump. Never, right? You're going to open a club, and you are still going to be rebidding 2 no. Oh, yeah, David, real quick, let's take a look. Very odd lead by the robot, obviously. Right? I hate this lead, to be honest. They led from their shortest suit. Right? They led the queen from queen jack third. What the robot is doing in these spots, usually, from what I can tell, is they're usually just trying to find partner suit when they lead their shortness, or trying to get partner on lead. And I'm guessing that's what was happening here. For us, it was quite a good lead because it gave us a nice line of play that was going to be successful for us more often than not. So yeah, definitely an odd lead. I agree. Thanks, David. All right, so 1 club, pass, 1 heart, 2 diamonds. Make your bid, folks. You open the club with your hand down here. I never know which side I'm on. This side right here. And you now see partner responded 1 heart and right hand opponent bid 2 diamonds. Make your call with this hand, guys. What you doing? What you doing? So the biggest mistake you can make is usually the making your rebid automatically. Meaning, when I opened a club, whether I admitted it or not, I silently said to myself, "I'm going to rebid 2 now." Okay, and a lot of people will just commit to that without recognizing what's happened in front of them. A very common thing is after 1 heart, if East passed, you see 2 no trump pretty frequently with this hand, because people just know how to show 18-19. But when partner shows their 4-card major and you have a fit, now you, with this hand, you almost always bid 4 hearts, and I would definitely put this in the camp of a 4-heart bid, right? Think of it, do you have enough values? When you count everything, do you have enough values to warrant game opposite partners like 6 points? I would say yeah, right? I count this as about 19 with all the points I'm looking at. The king of diamonds is very well placed, right? I expect to take a trick with that. And I'm only going to lose 1 diamond, it looks like, if things are going well. So a general good rule is when you were planning on rebidding 2-no with your hand and you find an 8-card major suit fit, bid 4 of that major, right? The only time I would say be a little more judicious with it is if you're like flat and kind of scattered 18 with 4 triple 3. Now maybe you just bid 3, but you're always jumping, right? You're always bidding at least 3, but I like 4 with hands like this, especially because I don't love how the robot evaluates their hands sometimes. So if it's close, I'm much more apt to just bid a game and hope it's going okay. All right, and this time, take a peek. We do have a little bit of information. East has overcalled, right? So you would expect them to have a 6-card suit usually, and usually around an opening hand. So let's count our values and see what's doing on this hand. Take a moment. So the easiest thing to do is just add up all the points you can see, and you can see 28, right? Your partner has 10, you had 18. And East overcalled. So where's the points? Where are the points on this hand? Well, they're all in the East player, right? I guess they don't have to have the Queen of Hearts. They could have some shortness in that suit. But I would be a little bit shocked if they didn't actually have that, have the Queen of Hearts as well. So this is how I'm going to take the finesse. I'm going to play a heart to the king. And then we'll give them a chance to do the little robot shebang there. They didn't. I still think they might have it. Let me think about this. And this is how I think at the table. If this was match points, I would be more worried about this. It's imps, so this isn't really going to make a huge difference. But let's take a second. Would East overcall with ace, queen, 6 of diamonds, and just the king of clubs and maybe the jack of spades? Well, they have 2 hearts. They didn't have a singleton heart. So would they do that? I mean, I guess so. They usually aren't that undisciplined, but what else are they going to do with a 6-card suit? They didn't bid 3 diamonds. That's the thing, right? So if I add up all the points that are missing, ace, queen of diamonds, that's 6. The jack of spades is 7. The king of clubs is 10. I don't know. It seems like they're likely to have that 2 extra points in hearts. So I know this is an 8-ever, 9-never situation, but I'm going to go against it just based on the information I have. And when we say 8-ever, 9-never, we are discussing what we do when we're finessing for the queen when we have no information. Here, we have a little bit more information. Again, I'm going against the robot should cover this, but I just think it's too weird for them to kind of, with a balanced hand with 6 diamonds, only overcall 2, right, when they could have bid 3 with a hand that was a little less worthy. So I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, of course I'm wrong. So looks like they had a 10 count. Oh, well. And again, this was just a free try. Now, by the way, I would be absolutely ridiculously shocked if they didn't have that card. So at least we got one of those right and we can claim. And let's take a look. Yeah, wow, look at this robot range. Okay. They haven't populated yet. Here, let's look at the East hand, folks. That is a 3 diamond bid, folks. Come on. They're bidding 2 diamonds in a spot where they're supposed to not only have a better hand, they have the right number of diamonds, right? I'm okay with this 6-card suit. Obviously, you're going to want to have a 6-card suit when you overcall at the 2 level, but you need to have a better hand. Come on, especially when you're vulnerable. So I'm okay with 3 diamonds. I would bid 3 diamonds with this hand pretty much most of the time. It just looks like the robots were a little wonky there. And by the way, I love that it happened this way because this is real bridge. All you can do is make an educated choice, and that's what we tried to do there. And I think we were we were getting conflicting information, right? The values were there. And when they're balanced, I just take them for better hands. I guess we'll have to adjust that from my understanding in the future. But now we're on to another robot little needling here. They've opened 3 clubs on our left, and it's gone past to us. Make your call. And notice, guys, on this last board, the position we took might cost us an imp. So if we do lose by 1 imp, I will come back to this board and be upset. All right, so 3 clubs pass to you. What are you doing? And by the way, welcome to those of you from all over the world. I see new names all the time, and I see familiar names as well, so welcome to everybody. Our expert in residence will be back next week. She's actually playing in the mixed U.S. team trials, and I believe those are starting like right now as we speak, today or tomorrow. Excuse me. Yeah, this is a double, right? We can't let them play 3 clubs, and our hand is obviously too good to let this go, and we have perfect shape, right? We would like to have maybe 1 more spade, but we're not really going to argue with this. We're going to double, and we're going to see what partner does. Partner bids 3 diamonds. I want you to make your call again. All right, make your bid now after partner bids 3 diamonds. And so the auction so far, lefty opened 3 clubs, you balanced with a double, and it went past 3 diamonds, and it's now back to you. So we have a few passes in the chat. Is that right, guys? Yeah, that's absolutely right. So you've doubled. You forced your partner to bid, and by the way, even in the balancing seat, you've shown extra values, right? You've shown the ability to force partner to bid at the 3 level, right? So here, we don't bid for our partner, right? We've shown a good enough hand to force partner at the 3 level, so they should know what we have. We're just going to sit back and let them play 3 diamonds. And here we go. Okay, look, take a look. Not too shabby, right? Do we have a better spot, maybe? Where should we be playing? I got to be honest. I'm a little upset that partner didn't bid 3 no trump. I mean, it is a little tilting. I'm not going to lie. And especially because we know it looks like we can just continually finesse west into the non-dangerous hand east, right? The dream scenario is for us to be playing 3 now. So that's my bad. If I just bid 3 no trump like a maniac initially, we would have gotten a pretty good result because now we have the lead coming from lefty. But here, even so, partner has a 12 count. They have to understand that when I double, we have game, and they know it's no trump. So the 3 diamond bid is kind of ridiculous. But again, like I discussed in the daily challenge that I do on YouTube as well, you know, the robot's not going to get everything 100% right, and we just have to do the best with what we have. And at this point, it doesn't make a difference which card we play. We know what's going on. The king jack of clubs is to our left, so we'll win this. We will draw some trump. Right? We don't want to get any of these clubs roughed. We'll give them their club trick if they're taking it. We're loving the fact that diamonds broke there. Nice. And now we'll get here. And here is the interesting spot. Right? King jack, whatever of clubs to our right. The heart suit, knowing that they had 2 diamonds over, they have 2 diamonds or 3. Let me take a look. Did they show a 3rd diamond? Wow, they had 3 diamonds. So what would we expect in the heart suit? Right? If lefty has 6 or 7 clubs and they started with 3 diamonds, how would you play hearts? Let's ask that question. It's a better one. How would you play hearts here? Who would you play for the king slash length in this suit. I mean, it should be pretty clear, right? It's not 100%, right? We don't know, and we're not going to cash any spades just yet, because that might be nice if they lead it. But here, I would expect East to have just more hearts based on the fact that we know at least 9, maybe 10 cards in the West player's hand. So this is what I would do. I would play the ace of hearts, and boom. And we love this. We love this, right? Because now it is just super easy from this point, right? A crucial card has fallen, and now we're going to get to pitch that spade over there. Take a look at this one. Love this. And notice we're not going to pitch the club because the club pitch does nothing for us, right? It gives us the same trick we always had. So now we just exit a club, and the last 2 tricks are going to be a cross rough. So we could have made either game. We could have made 5 diamonds or 3 no trump. But alas, the robot in its infinite wisdom has decided to leave us in 3 diamonds with their 12 count. And the fact that we balanced with this double here, which honestly should be, pretty good hand. Right? It says 13 plus, and I guess in the balancing seat, you could stretch with some shortness as well. But I mean, how do you not bet a game when partner takes action and you have a 12 count? And let's just point this out. When your partner goes out of the way to double a 3-level preempt and you passed with this hand, which by the way is the absolute right call. North's pass over 3 clubs is perfect, right? This is absolutely right. Magic. Good job, robot. But when we double and show our opening hand, they have to be there for us, and they have to understand. The biggest thing that we have to understand in these spots is they have chewed up all of our discussion room, right? So instead of discussions that we want to have to kind of determine where we're going to be, we need to replace that with, okay, I think this is certainly good enough to make a try for this, right? Because they don't give you the ability to have that longer conversation. So you have to understand that it's your job to be aggressive and to get your side to the right level when they're trying to steal from you. It's a cool hand. Unfortunately, fortunately for us, the robots are at both tables. So I can't imagine them doing any differently unless they bid again with my hand, which I would be so upset with. Right? So if we lose imps on that one, whatever. we did the right thing. All right, now we have this hand here. We have a 12 count. 4-3 in the minors. We just open a diamond. Okay, all right. We know we have an 8-card spade fit. That double shows, by the way, exactly 4 spades, right? Not more, not less, because they could bid 1 spade with 5 plus. But look at this action here. After we bid 2 spades, it goes 3 clubs, 3 diamonds. I would guess this is like some sort of naturalist game try. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like a game try for them. And by the way, I'm happy with a game try. I will bid a game now because I'm playing imps. I don't want to let them play 4 hearts. And honestly, if partner was making a game try, I mean, I don't have a maximum, but I have pretty good diamonds, and all my cards are working for me. It doesn't look like I have too much wastage in hearts here. So, I don't know. Let's dance. Let's bid 4 spades and see what happens. There we go. So the 5 level, we can leave that to the opponents now. We will just bail, and we will let partner side. I mean, maybe we're supposed to rip this, but I don't know. I'm never confident, especially when the robot's involved. So 2 of clubs to our king. All right, let's take a second and think about this. And let's look at the auction real quick as well. So we started with a diamond, and then it just went all sorts of crazy. It went a heart on our left, East Q bid. West's 3 club bid should also be like a naturalist game try, I would guess. And then they ended up in 4 hearts / 5 hearts. They bid super aggressively with this East hand. And it looks like partner has at most 2 trumps. And also, you would expect Declare, I don't know, Declare has something in diamonds, but probably not more than 3. So I'm just going to kind of cash our tricks and hopefully take some. We could have maybe tried a spade here, but I don't know if they'll be able to pitch all sorts of spades if they have that many there. They only had 1 diamond. And okay, there, they had 5 hearts to our left. And there's partner taking this trick. I don't know, maybe we'll take that and give them another lead through so they're not messed up on an end play there. And we're just going to let them take all these tricks. Yeah, it would have been shocking if it was a singleton club, but you're right, it wasn't beyond the realm of possibility there. My partner actually had 3 clubs there. So, yeah, sorry, lefty. I didn't realize partner showed out originally. Lefty had 6 hearts. So, take a look at this hand. We're not unhappy with this one, right? Take a look. We would lose 1 spade. Oh, actually. Wow. Partner has maybe a 5 spade bid that would be hero worship there. We're certainly not going to do it with our hand. We're too flat. But take a look. We could make, we lose 1 spade, I guess. Well, if they lead a diamond, they can do it, right? If they lead a diamond, they will lose. And then it'll go ace of spades, club to the ace. No, I mean, they might have made a good sacrifice here. But I would expect them to be this aggressive at the other table. That's the good thing about a robot challenge. They're probably going to be pretty similar. As long as we didn't do anything crazy, we'll probably be okay. And honestly, when you look at this, what did we do that was really that nuts, right? Other than make a 4 spade bid that maybe they wouldn't do at the other table. I guess we'll see in the results. All right, guys, 3 boards left to go. And here is a beautiful 1-no trump opener. Let's dance. I love playing 1-no. You guys know it. And I love it even more when they lead my best suit. Yes, yes. So I'm going to play the 9 of diamonds here because I want to win this if they've led away from Jack 10. Right? If they have Jack 10 fourth, I might win this thing. But if it goes cover to my right, when I get to dummy to maybe take another finesse, I want to be able to win it with the 8 in my hand. So I'm kind of playing the 9 to just unblock this in the future or win it, and boom, we won it. Yeah, right? So this is not a bad lead, by the way. I guess leading a major is usually the best from that spot without any information, but if they've led from Jack 10 fourth, they didn't do anything wrong. They just got pretty unlucky based on the holding that we have here that's allowed us to do this. So there's an extra ripper there for us, and now the question is, what do we do? And I'm just going to play diamonds, right? I'm not worried about doing anything terrible from the start of this hand other than what am I going to pitch? Right, so let's take a look at what we would pitch from the North player's hand. If we are able to run all these diamonds, we have to pitch 3 cards. What would we pitch? Can we safely pitch cards from this hand? It's kind of a tough one. We would actually love to come to our hand and then lead a club towards dummy. That's my dream scenario, and meaning come to my hand without using a diamond. And then lead a club towards the king, because now I get kind of the entry and I still get to take my diamonds after figuring out what happens in clubs. I think I might be tempted to just plunk down a king of clubs anyway here and then start running diamonds and then make a decision afterwards. And I think that's kind of the play I'm going to default to here. Okay, so they duck. They're wise to this. And now let's rip some diamonds off. And here it's beautiful when we see him break. And I am planning on pitching a spade. And I'm going to pitch another spade. And now I'm going to pitch a heart. Now I have king jacks and king jacks on both sides. And there went another club. Right. So we've seen, I think we've seen the 8 of clubs and now the 7 of clubs. We haven't seen the jack or the ace. We played the king from dummy and they both ducked, which is weird. Do I need to lead anything else? Well, leading anything else would be really bad for me. Right? I don't want to lead a heart or a spade. I want them to lead those suits. So I'm just going to exit a club. And this is great for us. This is great for multiple reasons. We've already seen one person pitch a club, so we're going to take extra tricks. And the non-dangerous hand is on lead. And now the dangerous hand is on lead, though. And they have the ace of hearts, though. Wow, an embarrassment of riches. We will take the rest now. Beauty, beauty. Is that too fast, guys? Talk to me. Did I play too quickly there, or did we hold on? Don't be afraid to say I was too fast. Now let me just look at the results real quick for that board. All right, pretty cool hand, right? The king of spade play, a king of club play isn't ideal, but winning the 9 of diamonds wasn't a plan, right? We didn't expect to do that. But when we get to win the 9, we have to change tack a little bit, right? If it went 9 and they covered with the 10 and I won a diamond, I would just put a club on the table right away. Because I want to kind of get back and forth with this. But here, if I do it this way, now I give them the chance to not only go wrong by ducking this club initially, but later on, I still have the opportunity to do the same thing, right? So this is sweet stuff. All right. I don't know if it's going to be good for us. We might be losing by 20 for all I know. But at least we can do our job at our table and see what our robot partners do at the other one. Here, just a heart, right? We have nothing else to say. And, we're not concerned with quality of suit when we're opening the bidding, right? We're only concerned when we're overcalling, right? So here, this is an automatic one heart bid. 2 diamonds, 2 spades, 3 clubs. Make your bid, guys. I like these situations because this is a spot that people frequently get wrong and shouldn't. This is a spot that is frequently what's the best way I can put this? It's too juicy to pass up sometimes. Right? What do you want to do with this hand? In fact, how about I give you guys a couple choices as well? I don't think I have to, actually. You guys you're all doing the right thing, which is great. Pass for sure, right? And I can't remember if I did this on YouTube or in one of my live classes, but I want to give you a very yeah, right, David. I want to give you a very good way to think about these things. If you remove this bid, right, and make the call you're thinking about making, you're supposed to be showing kind of that sort of hand. It doesn't really work here because it's a 2 level. But let's say it goes like a heart, pass, a club, 2 diamonds. Right? Or sorry, heart, pass, a spade, 2 diamonds. You have to ask yourself, what would my bid mean if that bid didn't exist? And then you'll have your answer. Here, a bid by us would show extra values, likely, or extra shape, or there would be some reason for us making this call. Partner did respond at the 2 level, but with our minimum hand, do we really need to do anything at this point? And remember, does partner know we have a hand that's at least this strong? Yeah, right? So even though partner did bid at the 2 level, it still doesn't force us to bid because that 3 club bid is there. And honestly, we'll just let partner choose where they want to go. And now after 3 spades, we'll make our choice. The good thing about this one is we know this is a best hand tournament. We have a minimum. We know partner cannot have more than this 12. So even though this is an imp game, and I don't know, it's tough. This is a weird hand for another really big reason, and it's if partner has heart shortness, we love our hands. Right? Our hand might be, super strong if partner has heart shortness. We know they have 2 or less of them. Everybody see why? Partner has 2 or less hearts. Because we went an entire auction and partner never raised hearts, right? They would have done that at some point, probably over 2 diamonds, to be honest, if they had heart support. So here it's based on just values, it's a pass. Based on how well our cards are likely working for us, I'm not sure. The diamonds aren't necessarily that good, right? Because that's the opponent's suit. Right, and partner, I would guess, rates to have some values in hearts, just based on the way that West is bidding diamonds, East is bidding clubs. It seems weird, right? I understand, Stephanie, what you're saying. It's imps and we're vulnerable, but we also want to just see what's the likelihood of us making a game here. And it's amazing if partner's short in hearts and our diamond wastage isn't bad, or diamonds aren't getting roughed. But here, even there, and knowing that partner cannot have more than like a bad 12, I think we're just going to pass. And I think Gavin would agree with us. We'll find out when he gets back. We have some questions we can relay to Gavin. But here, I'm a passer, and we'll see what the robot would have done at the other table. Here, I'm happy. I love passing now, right? Because look at what's happening. As good as partner's spade suit is, that's their entire hand. So the opponents are going to take 2 diamonds, and they're going to take 2 hearts, right? And they're going to do that with pretty fast speed here. And we will just be left, ooh, they screwed up. But guess what? There might not be anything we can do about it. Oh, no, sorry. We can always do something about this. We can pitch this heart now, right? They didn't get their tricks. It doesn't mean we should be in game. It just means they misdefended. Oh, they had a stiff heart. So they needed to either cash the ace of hearts. This is funny, guys. I hope they didn't get the game at the other table. No. I might just try to bid a game with the North player's hand at some point, but it's weird. We didn't give them any support. Also, I said they didn't have a chance to open, so this was over. Yeah, West. I would overcall diamonds with that hand too. I got to tell you, I would overcall 2 diamonds because I'm 6'4", right? And I have 10 cards in the minor suits. Ace King sixth. I'm okay overcalling light values wise when my shape is that good. So 2 diamonds is fine for me. 3 diamonds is okay as well if you wanted to be more aggressive with West. But getting in there is pretty automatic with that hand. Here, East just has the nuts here. It's a crazy. East has Ace King Queen 10 fifth of our suit. But take a look. The diamond lead kind of gets him in a bad spot. It goes diamond to the ace, and then they do something terrible here. After the ace of diamonds gets cashed, they don't overtake partner's jack of hearts, right? They think they're entitled to a diamond ruff for some reason. The classic easy play here, guys, if you're a good defender, is you take the ace of hearts. And then you cash another one, right? You're hoping that the Claire only has 2, and your partner is the one that has 1. So here, this was a slip up defensively. We'll hope that the robot opponents did not get to 4, and if they did, oh well. Make your bet on this one, though, guys. Last hand, last chance for us to excel. 1 club on our left, pass 1 spade on our right. Make your bid with this sucker. What are you doing with this one? David, when you asked earlier about this last hand, if partner made that bid in real life, I would do the same. I would just pass. I would be mindful of the fact that I've shown kind of more than I have, and I don't love my Queen Jack 4th of diamonds on that last hand. Really don't like that at all, and you can see why. It was worthless for us. Other than when they misdefended, we got to pitch hard on a good time. Yeah, I mean, if they're in 4, we'll see. We'll see if we're winning. The good thing is that when we see this, it's usually not the worst sign, right? When we see a card full of plus scores, the only one that might look bad is this one, and we know that's not bad. Like, that was just a whole bunch of extra tricks. Here, this is double, folks. And the one thing I want to remind you of in this spot is because there are 2 suits that have been bid, clubs and spades, this takeout double is always 4 in the other 2 suits minimum, okay? So we're not going to do this with like 4-3 and diamonds and hearts or reverse that, right? We're going to be having 4 cards in both of these suits. So it's no longer, hey, I have 3 or more. It's, hey, I have diamonds and hearts. Make your bid now, guys. You doubled 1 spade. It went 2 clubs on your left, denying 3 spades, by the way. They play support doubles. And then it went 2 diamonds by your partner. Make your bid. It seems like I'm asking you either to make 2 bids tonight, pass or double. I think I've asked the same one each time. And passes for sure, right? Again, think of yourself as the doubler. You're the one that showed your hand perfectly. If it was right to show more here, partner could have done it. Even though they took a free call. That is the one big thing that's different here. This 2 diamond bid wasn't forced, right? So they did choose to do this, but this doesn't show a huge amount of extra values, right? This just says, hey, I know you doubled. It might be our hand, and I have diamonds. Boom, boom, right? So we do not go crazy here. We like that we found a diamond fit. That's lovely, but that doesn't mean we go any further. All we're trying to do is buy this sucker here. And David, thank you so much for that super chat. Appreciate that. And here is why we only pass 2 diamonds. Take a look. Not the prettiest hands together. I mean, we're going to do probably pretty well in 2 diamonds, right? Maybe we go down 1, in fact, or 2 in really bad shakes. But you can see we certainly didn't want to be any higher than 2. And this is why we do it this way, guys. We don't get too excited when we see these hands. Let me just take a quick peek at the auction. I've already forgotten what happened. So West just has a whole bunch of clubs. Make your play in the club suit here. This is fun. What do you play? And recognize, sorry, one thing, guys. We're playing because we doubled. North is the declare. So always in this case, they just plan us on the other side of the table and the lead's coming this way. So my question is, which of the cards from here are you going to play? Which card do you want to play from dummy? It probably isn't going to matter, to be honest, but there's a right and a wrong thing to do. Yeah, I don't want them to have communication on this hand, right? So if I can get them to let this jack of clubs hold, now they're going to have to find a way to get over to their partner's ace of spades to get their club rough, and that's kind of what I want to facilitate for them. Okay, I don't want to play the queen because now it's going to go king ace, and then they'll cash a club and they'll pitch, and now they might get it off. So here, I'm just trying to disrupt communication. If West only has 5 clubs, whatever, I can't do anything anyway. But if they have 6, now East has no choice but to maybe help us. And here we go, boom, boom. Love that. We just avoided a spade loser potentially. And here comes what we expected, right? There's a heart pitch. There's a... Oh no! The robots are going to be at each other's throats after this session. What did East Robot just do to West Robot? He roughed his partner's ace. What are you doing, Robot? Don't you want to be friends with West Robot? This is really a bad form here. Bad form. I'm going to be going nuts right now. So at this point, I'm going to draw 1 round of trump from dummy, and I'm just looking for the queen of diamonds, okay? I didn't see it here, so now I can still maybe plunk down the king of diamonds and hope I'm getting an even break. Remember, they've already roughed one of them. And I may be getting that effect, but I could also be getting an even worse break, and I really need to take this finesse. There's a problem with this as well, though. How do I get to the north hand? Well, the only way to do that is hearts. And I have a finesse I kind of have to take if I'm going to do it this way. So here, judging from the fact that, I think we just want to take this finesse here. And then we'll hope that they let us get back to our hand here. There's the king of spades. And now we have a little bit of information here. We're going to take this little finesse. Okay. It was wrong for us in the other direction. Sorry, guys. So there it is. We lost that sucker. Now on. We'll take it. And honestly, that was just everything being really bad for us. I guess if we drew trump, maybe we give them a chance to give us a free finesse. But they always have those spots over us in there. And I think we're going to get our result relatively soon here. Let's see what happens. Where is the robot result? Fingers crossed, guys. All right, we won. 12-6. And they made 2 diamonds in the last one. Interesting. So looks like, okay, it looks like we pushed them on board 5, and that was actually the difference. So let's take a look at all the results here. Let me get the correct lineup here. This is our results screen, and here we go. So first board we kind of knew was just going to be relatively normal, right? This next board, we lost 1. They made 1 extra trick here. And again, we didn't worry too much about these. This is the hand where we knew we could have made 1 more if we just guessed hearts correctly. I chose to kind of take a different guess for 1 extra trick. Here was the big one. We pushed them to 5 hearts when we bid 4 spades, and at the other table, they didn't clip off that 4 spade bid, right? So they didn't kind of push that 1 level further, and they were allowed to play 4, and we kind of got them up there 1 extra level. So really, at the moment we bid 4 spades, we did well, right? Because we were either maybe going to go plus our way or minus less, or they were going to have to outbid us and then go minus. So they didn't push at the other table, apparently. All right, so here we did, and we got a little bit luckier because of that. And then this one, we just took a couple more tricks than they did. Right, here, there's 2 more. And the last one, I think maybe we could have done a little better on this one if we played it as well as the robot did. Let's take a look here. They got the jack of clubs leads, which they played low on, and then it went spade. Same as our play here. King of clubs, yep. Ace of clubs, still robot on robot crime here. I'm not sure why this is happening. And now it came spade. And what happened? What did they do? They played ace of diamonds, heart to the king. They played heart to the king. They eschewed the heart finesse. And now it went king of diamonds. And what happened? They pitched a heart or something? Oh, no, they just set up their 4th heart. Okay, no, sorry. That's where it was. They got the little sluffy and roughy and the king of spades on that one. So there you go. They probably played it slightly better, to be honest, at the end, because what they did there that was really important. The robot let their opponents help them, right? And here I kind of took it upon our side to just take that heart finesse, when really maybe if we do get a little bit more passive and just exit with a diamond, maybe they give us some help. and we do a little better. So bad spot on me, but we still ended up 12-6 on this one, so we can't be too upset about the result here. Pretty darn good, and I think that is a few in a row for the Tuesday night challenge. We're on a hot streak. We'll have to keep this up when Anam returns next Tuesday. But guys, thank you for joining for a special solo session of the Tuesday challenge. We took the robots down one more time, and if you guys haven't noticed just yet, every morning now at about 7 a.m., I just have it to automatically post. I just upload 2 boards that I played in a special robot challenge of 10 boards. So Monday through Friday, you'll get kind of a quick daily little peek at this, and more bridge for you guys that are craving more content. So I hope you enjoy that series. That'll just keep going throughout the seasons, and I'll see you guys back here on Tuesday and tomorrow morning as well. So join me either here or on bridgelesson.com for our traditional classes. And until next time, I will just bid you guys good luck in your play, and I will see you either in class or at the tables real soon, folks. Take care and have a wonderful evening.